Hi guys, Vino here and welcome to this Vino Plonk production, and in this video I'm going to be doing a good old-fashioned package opening. I haven't done one of these in bloody ages and I've actually been looking forward to this. This has actually been re-attempted delivery twice now. I'm actually taking a couple of hours off work. I'm working from home at the moment. A couple of hours from work at the moment to wait for this today. I'll be going back to work a little bit later today. Shut that off because that's how I started the video. I do have with me a cup of tea. Funny enough, you can see in the background, I've been watching some Kent Survival on one of my new favourite YouTube channels. To be honest, really enjoying what Andy does on that channel. So I've got that in the background, feeling a bit autumny, wintry, watching some of his winter camping. So I've got a cup of tea, got the the obligatory box opener, as some people might call it, or I've just realised that knife is a little bit stained. Let's get into the box. So what is in this box? Well, if you join me on this little journey, we shall find out. So as you guys know from last month when I did a little book update, I've been wanting to get back into reading recently, and actually I'm considering buying a Kindle very soon, because at the moment they've got a deal on Kindle devices at the moment on Amazon. You can get some of them for like 50% off, or you can get some for like some money off, and at the moment you can actually get a standard, the bottom level Kindle for £15 a month. You pay it on payment plan, so I'm actually considering that, but we'll see how things go. Bit of cardboard webbing, as I like to call it. Yes, and when I bought the, it's actually quite dusty, this hasn't been read much recently, I don't think. I'm looking at the spines, not at all. So when I started looking up some of the Shadowhunter Chronicles stuff, obviously that was the last book series that I updated on my channel, there was another series that kept popping up on my recommended list on YouTube. I then decided to take the plunge, so to speak, and what I have in this box is the box set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a book missing. We'll get to that in a moment. Is the Stephen King Dark Tower series of books. Yeah, so there we go. You have all the books that are contained in this. The one thing that I do want to say is these are, what's the word, republications. Because one of the books, I think it's The Gunslinger, one of the books does have a recent republication that came out that does actually expand a little bit more of the universe. But yeah, I've been looking for this set on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, all over the place, and long story short, found a seller on eBay who's going to sell it to me for the price I was looking to pay, and it is very, very, very dusty. So this has not had much recent use, but trust me, it's going to get some use from me. So one thing I do want to say about this series of books, if you don't know anything about the Dark Tower series or about Stephen King's metaverse anyway, is there's actually a lot more books you can read that enrich your journey to the Dark Tower, so to speak, such as It, Salem's Lot, The Stand, Eyes of the Dragon. There's so many different books that you can read. For instance, this is kind of a light spoiler, the species in which Pennywise is in It, that same species of alien, demon, whatever Pennywise is, features in one of the books for Dark Tower. As an example, one of the villains from Eyes of the Dragon and another book features in Dark Tower. There's another major villain from one of other Stephen King's books that again features in the Dark Tower series. So very much is a metaverse. I haven't quite decided whether I'm going to just read the Dark Tower as it is, and then when I reread it, because I probably am going to have to reread it, then reread it in the the revised reading order with all the other bits and bobs. Haven't quite decided. I am a little bit concerned that there is technically a book missing, which is The Wind Through the Keyhole, which is meant to be book 4.5. So let's get out the middle book and let's see if this contains... Doesn't say it does. I thought it's 4.5. These also came out after the film The Dark Tower. The Wind Through the Keyhole. There is supposed to be another book in here, and I am a little perplexed as to where it is, because there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, but clearly on the front it names 8. Is there something I'm missing? Yeah, Wizard of Glass, Wind Through the Keyhole, unless it's at the start of book 5. That's the only other explanation, is at the start of book 5. I'll have to look into it and see what on earth is going on with it. So basically, Wind Through the Keyhole was a book that Stephen King released far, far later on, after he'd written the original Dark Tower series, and it was like an additional entry into like a revisitation of the Dark Tower after this series had run its course, and it should be included in here somewhere. I'm just trying to work out which book. It must be one of these books. One of these books must be like a compendium of them. Oh well, I'll find out. But anyway, Stephen King, the Dark Tower series, and I'm looking forward to starting my journey to the Dark Tower. But anyway, until next time guys, you take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.